Hello again, everybody. Attack is here with the attack line for Wednesday, November 7th, 2012. Got a haircut. And this day, November 7th, has been a day that everyone's been looking forward to, especially myself. The day after the election. You know what that means? No more political ads. But I don't talk politics on here. I don't. But I have to because, of course, last night was the presidential election. And unfortunately for us all, we're going to get fucked for the next 4 more years. As Barack Obama has been re-elected for a second term. Which, like I said, means we're going to get screwed in the next 4 years. It doesn't matter who won this presidential election. Obama or Romney, we are all going to get fucked up the butt. And indeed, we're going to. It's true. You know, Obama messed things up big time. He thought 4 years ago when he was elected, you know, we believed the hype. We believed the lies that Obama was going to say about change and moving forward. Well, we took it 100 steps back, of course, in many people's minds, of course, with Obama's first term. Maybe he'll finally make things right. Of course, the only good thing about him winning is we'll get 1 more term of him. Because in 4 more years, we say bye-bye to Obama and get another idiot in the White House. Doesn't matter who gets in after Obama, we're going to get idiots. So that's just my opinion. So there you go. But the biggest news of the election, well, according to wrestling fans, is that Linda McMahon lost in the Senate race after spending $90 million of her own money for a second attempt at the Senate. She lost in Connecticut. For us WWE fans, we say, yes, we want TV14. I said at my wall review this past Monday, I said, the future of the WWE rests on this election. And we're so happy. I'm at myself and all the wrestling fans, specifically the internet wrestling community, happy that Linda McMahon lost. And hopefully we get TV14 back sometime in the immediate future. Now that Linda's out, so we can finally get some blood back, and swearing back, and butts back, and maybe some bikini matches with the divas. Make them good for a change instead of being boring. So there you go. Barack Obama gets re-election to the dismay of everybody in America. But besides those who support Romney. And, of course, Linda McMahon loses to the happiness of the WWE Universe. Or fans. So, Universe, fans, same thing. Now, with the political shit out of the way, let's get on down with the entertainment news of the day. Starting with your Billboard #1s. Yes, we have a still #1 album. Second week in a row. After breaking 1 million last week with the first week sales of Red, of course, 1.2 million. Taylor Swift retains #1 album this week. With about, I'm guessing about 200,000 or whatever. Probably not the biggest drop since GaGa, or Madonna for that matter, from 1 million to like whatever. But making an impressive debut was Meek Mill, debuting at #2 with his album Dreams and Nightmares. And speed of, to everyone's dismay, to my dismay, for the 8th week in a row. 7th week with holding Gangnam Style #1 once again. 1 more night from Maroon 5 remains at #1 for 1 more week. Of course, 8th week. Psy, as of course many people know, Psy's stuck in #2 for like 7 weeks. Reminds people, of course, last year in LMFAO was stuck in #2 for numerous weeks and finally got to #1. As of right now, after 7 weeks, Psy is still not #1. And as of right now, he's become the first artist to get stuck at #2 for numerous weeks without getting to #1 since Lady Gaga's Bad Romance back in 2009-10, being stuck at #2 for numerous weeks and not getting #1. So maybe next week will be the week that Psy gets to kick off Maroon 5. Especially maybe after Glee does it. As mentioned last week, Glee's doing it. Alright, now, on with the rest of the entertainment news. Starting with a recent diva feud that tried to rekindle relationships, but not exactly. There's been a lot of diva-on-diva feud action lately. Of course, we all know the Mariah Carey Nicki Minaj feud has been going on, of course, on the set of American Idol. But we haven't heard anything on that lately. But well, no info on that. Of course, been one other big diva feud this year, and that's been the feud between Lady Gaga and Madonna. Of course, Gaga and Madonna's relationship started friendly at first, but Madonna went to one of Gaga's early shows back in 2009. But the feud between these two really started to develop when, of course, Born This Way came out last year, when the song got so many comparisons to Express Yourself. And Madonna stayed mum on the situation of being GaGa copying her per se until Expressing Yourself earlier this year, when she was promoting MDNA, calling GaGa's Born This Way reductive. And of course, both Madonna and GaGa have been spewing at each other on stage in speaking terms or musical terms. Of course, Madonna inserting Born This Way into Express Yourself while saying she's not me. And GaGa's also spat some Madonna words as well without even mentioning her name. Of course, Madonna is set to come here tomorrow night. We'll see if she says anything about GaGa tomorrow, but of course, Madonna did say something about GaGa last night in a concert in St. Paul, Minnesota. Apparently, Madonna wanted to bury the hatchet with GaGa and offered a duet with her. Now, I think I saw a Facebook campaign about a fan who wanted both Madonna and GaGa to tour together. Well, not only are the chances are slim of them ever touring together, the chances of them duetting together, despite everybody's fantasy of them doing one, won't happen anytime soon as well. Madonna did say, of course, like I said, mentioned that she did offer duet to GaGa, but was turned down. She said, of course, she invited her on stage, not for recording, on stage to duet with me, but she turned me down. I have the best fans in the world, so take that, Lady Gaga. It's okay, I've been rejected before. It builds a little character. So there you go. Madonna offered an on-stage duet with Lady Gaga. That would be like huge fantasy for a lot of people, including myself, who's a fan of both Madonna and Gaga. But unfortunately, those on-stage duet plans won't be happening. Of course, as I mentioned, Madonna will be touring here in Detroit, our hometown, tomorrow night at the Joe Louis Arena as part of the MDNA tour. Now, with some wrestling news with Super SmackDown Live. Of course, I did watch Super SmackDown Live, and it was just okay. Super SmackDown Live. It was okay, decency, but of course, everyone was too focused on Linda getting her ass beat in the Senate race to care about Super SmackDown Live. But here's my thoughts on it. It was just okay. Of course, we kicked off with a backstage segment involving in-ring segment involving Sheamus wanting to get his hands on Big Show. Of course, Big Show beat the crap out of him. And we go at a pub on Monday night. Of course, we did see a backstage segment involving Regal and Sheamus going to a pub. And of course, the footage of that pub trip was shown at the beginning of SmackDown, where Sheamus and Regal got attacked by Big Show and set up a tag team match between Sheamus and Regal against Wade Barrett and Big Show for later on in the evening. Of course, Wade Barrett set to take on Sheamus tonight on Main Event. But our first match was Miz against Kofi Kingston. And despite, of course, Miz going for the leg of Kofi, Kofi still had a decent attack move. And, of course, Kofi got the big victory. Another victory, one-on-one victory over the Miz. Ending their feud for now. And Miz is trying to shake Kofi's hand. Maybe teasing the face turn. Of course, I kind of solemnly predicted that Miz may make a face turn and be on Team Foley, replacing Ryback. But Kofi denied Miz's handshake by dropkicking him, or giving him trouble in paradise. So there you go. Miz lost again against Kofi. We also had a decent tag team match involving Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio. Losing to the Primetime Players. Mysterio was trying to go over 619. Then he got blocked by Titus. He ran into a Titus powerbomb when he was trying to attempt a 619 on him. And a 1-2-3 victory. Yes, big victory for the Primetime Players, who indeed won a shot against Team L for the tag team titles. That they are indeed worth millions of dollars. Millions of dollars, of course, post-match dance with Matt Striker. Also, we saw Sheamus again. Like I said, Sheamus and Regal teaming up against Big Show and Wade Barrett. It was an okay matchup, which ended up, of course, Big Show knocking out William Regal and getting the tag team victory for himself and Wade Barrett. I saw a little bit of it. It was just an okay match. And, of course, I saw a little bit of main event as well. Of course, Randy Orton taking on Bruno Del Rio. False Count Anywhere. For what I saw, was a very decent, exciting False Count Anywhere matchup. Just imagine what it would be like when it's TV14 again, baby. Now that Linda lost and wasted all the money. Anyway, Radio got the victory despite interference by Alberto Wheels. Ring announcer Ricardo Rodriguez took him in a full move to make sure he doesn't interfere much in the match, and indeed, Orton gets the victory over Alberto Wheels in a false count anywhere match to end Super SmackDown Live. Well, take delay because it's from London. Anyway, on the last thing tonight, which is Modern Family preview for the night. Now that the elections are done, it's time for a good night of laughter, as of course Modern Family will give us it. As I mentioned on Monday, last week was great. The Altar episode was great. And now this week's episode should be a doozy. With, of course, Haley, who's, of course, in college, getting arrested for underage drinking. Something that Claire has been fearing. So that should be a great episode. It should be a very funny episode. Last week was awesome. Probably the last two episodes have been the best episodes of the season thus far. Maybe this will be the third best episode of Season 4 of Modern Family tonight at 9, 8 Central on ABC. That's it for the Atakline for today. See you all later. And with that in mind, you have all been attacked by the news from Zach. Thank you all very much. See you later. Yeah.